Good evening. Welcome to the Mini Dome once again on the campus of Shelton High School for tonight's non-league boys high school basketball game featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the Clover Park Warriors. I'm Dedrick Allan. The Highclimbers come into tonight's game with a 5-3 record after Monday night's 61-46 win over cross-county rival North Mason. Shelton had 3 players score in double figures against the Bulldogs as the Highclimbers rebounded from Friday's loss at Central Kitsap. Kyle Kimball's 21 points led the way with Marshall McCullough and Kobe Bogue, each adding 11. The Shelton boys limited their turnovers and hit their free throws down the stretch. The Warriors are 5-2 on the season and have a 4-game winning streak. Clover Park is coming off an 87-82 overtime win over extremely talented North Kitsap. The team out of the 2A South Puget Sound League also has a 5-point win over Evergreen, a 61-point crushing of Ording, a 24-point win over Franklin Pierce, and an 11-point win over Lake to open the season. Clover Park lost by 5 to White River, and Washington beat them by only 2. For the most part, the Warriors are doing it by committee, with senior forward Samaj Booker leading the team in scoring. Will Shelton continue to control their fate, keep control of the ball and the game's tempo, and head to the holiday break with a 2-game winning streak? Or will Clover Park make it 5 in a row, potentially spoiling the Highclimbers' holiday? We're just moments away from finding that out. Coming up, we'll talk with Shelton coach Dedrick Pringle. It's boys high school basketball. The Clover Park Warriors at the Shelton Highclimbers next on MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net. MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net are webcasting high school basketball games featuring Shelton, North Mason, and Mary M. Knight. You can be part of these broadcasts for only $15 per game. That gives you a minimum of 3 30-second commercials in each game for only $5. If you contact us by January 8th and sign up for all the remaining games, you will get those games for the price of 10 games and lock in your rate at $15 for the playoffs. So call, text, or email today.
Learn how to
run,
hide,
fight.
Columbine High School,
Newtown,
Virginia Tech,
Aurora Theater,
Columbia Mall,
Fort Hood,
Navy Yard,
Chattanooga, Charleston.
Enough. How many more?
How many more classrooms?
How many more colleges?
How many more movie theaters?
How many more shopping malls?
how many more military facilities?
How many more houses of faith?
Enough.
learn how to
Run,
Hide.
Fight.
visit www.nextsafe.org.
Prepare your community.
As an American.
as a human being.
No more lists of names.
It's not too soon.
Now is the time.
It's time.
We need to be more prepared.
It's time for our leaders to help prepare the public.
Right now.
Enough. Enough.
Prepare an emergency plan for you and your community. Visit the National Center for Citizen Safety at www.nextsafe.org.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
And we're back at the Mini Dome. I'm Dedrick Allan. I had a chance to talk with Coach Dedrick Pringle of the Shelton Highclimbers, the boys coach, and let's hear what he had to say.
All right, Coach Pringle, let's talk about Monday night North Mason. I thought that was one of the most complete games that I've seen your team play. Is that a good assessment?
I can say so. We started out great, and toward the end of the first quarter, we started getting away from our offense, but from a standstill, North Mason's very quick, which you already know. You got Trey and you got Kevin, so it made us either play a little bit stronger, and our guys did that, especially our bigs, because we outsized them, because we know with Kobe and Kyle and Tyler Gerardus, and Tyler had a big game that night. So hopefully tonight, we down one because one is sick. We can finish up where we left off all before Christmas. That's our goal, is to go 2-0 tonight. Go 2-0 tonight, this week, and then had to break and then come back and get ready for Hoquiam next Tuesday.
Now, you mentioned Kyle, and I got to tell you, he seemed to be in the right place all night long. He just found the ball and went to the hoop.
That's what he does. He got that footballer's mentality.
Yeah.
You know, wherever the ball is, he's going to be there. And that's what I like about him. He's actually, I call him my point forward. Right. That's what I call him, because he brings the ball down, he runs my offense. He gives you 110 every time. He doesn't slack off. Even when he gets in foul trouble, you know, he's the only one I can trust and say, okay. He said, Coach, I got it. And he'll stay on, he'll stay on the floor, you know, and be smart with it, you know, not get another foul. So he played completely. I think he had 11 or maybe 16, something like that. I'm not sure.
Points-wise?
Yeah.
I counted 21.
21, it probably did. I mean, he was just, him and Marshall was just like a 1-2 tandem. Yeah. They were passing back and forth with each other. So he's up right now. Him and Tyler are the most consistent in our season so far.
It also appears you're looking for more consistency out of your bench. Keep kind of trying one guy to another to be the sixth man, and it just seems like nobody's consistently stepping up, but they're all playing hard.
Yeah, it just like, you know, a lot of them wants to play a lot and don't know that, and don't understand role playing. So I'm trying to teach them how to be a role player. You come off, if you do good things, you stay on the floor longer. If you got a couple turnovers, a couple fouls, I got to take you out so you can settle down and come back. And that's our biggest problem. You know, we can go at least 10 deep, but it's just that consistency of everybody doing the same thing. That's what's hurting us right now. So, but they're starting to get it. This is game number 9 for us, you know, for the season. So hopefully they pick it up. They can pick it up and stop thinking about think about the team, you know. So
now tonight you've got Clover Park coming in. Historically, they're a pretty good program.
Oh yeah, Coach Ennis is one of the best. I watched him for years. I mean, they go after it. They can go after it, and you know, they play tough defense. We played them last year at their place. They went up, got us. Actually, it took the lead, then we came back and we got it back from them. And I think it was like maybe about 4 minutes left. We picked up 2 technicals, and they gave them the momentum, and they took it on from there, and they ended up beating us by 15. You know, and that was the first game of the season. So we can play with them. They're aggressive on defense. He's got the high intensity defense. I think it's going to be a good matchup tonight because we bring the same thing they got. We're the same size, except for a couple of small guys, and a couple of big guys that they have. But you know, we can go at them, and we can match them. You know, body for body.
You think that your guys are better at running than theirs?
I think we probably about even. Yeah, I think we about even because he's very intense in getting, you know, his guys up and down the court. And then I'm the same way too. You know, we get an opportunity, we want to run. So you know, what we did last year, I didn't know him. I knew him, but I didn't know how his team played, and we turned around and got it. And when we started running them, they kind of slowed the game down. So the key tonight is no turnovers. No more than 10 turnovers as a team, and we got to take care of the ball. You know, because if we don't, they're gonna get it and get it out and go. You know.
So you said you had one guy sick. Now who's that?
Kobe Bowl.
Oh.
He's out tonight with the flu. Yeah. So, and that's 8 to 10 points right there. Right. So, you know, my guys got to step in and they got to step up on that, and they got to fill in tonight. We're gonna start Big Paul Bennett tonight. Okay. Give him a shot and see what he can do. So, hopefully he does well. You know.
Okay. Well, good luck tonight.
All right. Thank you.
The Hood Canal Communications team keeps your business connected to the world via broadband, video, and voice.
We offer business phone systems,
voice service with unlimited long distance,
broadband with speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second,
complete IT services,
on-site computer repair,
video service,
and advertising.
Let HCC be your communications service partner.
Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly,
Disgusting. The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're going to take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
The Hood Canal Communications team keeps your business connected to the world via broad.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know. Come alive with the forest. The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
If you've been thinking about advertising with MasonWebTV.com, now is the time. Our ad rates have remained steady since we started providing news, sports, and information in 2011, but unfortunately, that must change. Next year, new advertisers will see a modest increase, while current banner ad clients will continue at an affordable $75 a month. If you want to join these savvy businesses, contact me before January. Send an email, call, or text today to lock in your spot on MasonWebTV.com.
He's on his way. He doesn't even know that we're here. Is he okay? Please tell me he's okay.
Laura.
Okay, try to call him again.
There's no signal.
Try.
Nothing's working.
Well, just
Everything's
try.
down.
This is so bad. He's out there by himself.
Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov.
Oh.
And welcome back to the Mini Dome for tonight's boys high school basketball game between Clover Park Warriors and the Shelton Highclimbers. Time for the starting lineups. And let's just start out with the visiting Clover Park Warriors. Deontay Jackson, a 5'11 junior guard. Samaj Booker, a 6'4 senior forward. Davian Harris Williams, a 5'7 sophomore guard. Dakari Jefferson, a 6'3 senior forward. And Jeremiah Morris, a 5'8 junior guard. So that's Jackson, Booker, Harris Williams, Jefferson, and Morris for the Clover Park Warriors. For the Highclimbers, Kyle Kimball gets the starting line. That is a 6'2 junior guard. Drew Cruz, a 5'11 senior guard. Marshall McCullough, a 6' junior point forward, point guard. Kimball is more of a point forward. Tyler Geraldis, a 6'2 junior post player, and getting the starting nod tonight. You heard in the pregame, Paul Bennett, a 6'6 senior center. So that's Kimball, Cruz, McCullough, Geraldis, and Bennett for the starting five for the Shelton Highclimbers. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the tip-off of this game next on MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net.
The Hood Canal Communications team helps keep you connected to your world via broadband, video, and voice.
For a limited time, get half off a new bundled broadband connection for 6 months and free installation, but without any contract.
With unlimited internet access from HCC, you can keep your multi-device, data-hungry family happy. Close the generation gap without any data caps.
Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net are webcasting high school basketball games featuring Shelton, North Mason, and Mary M. Knight. You can be part of these broadcasts for only $15 per game. That gives you a minimum of 3 30-second commercials in each game for only $5. If you contact us by January 8th and sign up for all the remaining games, you will get those games for the price of 10 games and lock in your rate at $15 for the playoffs. So call, text, or email today. And we're back at the Mini Dome, waiting for the tip-off of this game. The Highclimbers are at center court doing their pre-game rituals. Again, the starting five for the Highclimbers: Kimball, Cruz, McCullough, Geraldis, and Bennett. for the Warriors. It's Jackson, Booker, Harris Williams, Jefferson, and Morris. The Warriors will be in the road dark uniforms, the dark green. And they will be heading, from the view here, right to the left to start this first game. This game, I should say. And Booker will be stepping in. Actually, I'm sorry. That's right. The Booker will be stepping in against Bennett to get this game tipped off. We're at the Mini Dome again tonight for high school basketball. Ball's tipped up, and the tip is won by the Warriors. And they're quickly going around with the passes. Jackson up to Harris Williams. He'll hand it off, and it's Morris, top of the key. Back to Jackson. Up top goes, and swing it over to Harris Williams. Back to Morris, and over to Harris Williams. Looking low, the Highclimbers are in a zone. Morris with it. High post feed to Booker. Now into the corner, and that's Jackson. Jackson up to Morris. And a three on the way, in and out. But crashing the boards was Booker. And then looks like Booker stepped on the timeline. And that gives the ball back to the Highclimbers. Or I'm sorry, time on the baseline. Marshall McCullough gets the ball inbounds. And the press breaks off. Or backs off. McCullough looking for Kimball in the corner. Down to Bennett off his hands, out. Well, first turnover of the ball game, and coach did say that he wants no more than 10 turnovers on the Highclimbers tonight. Key to the game. Slowing the pace up are the Warriors. That's Booker with it on the far side. Up top to Morris, swinging around to Harris Williams. Take a long three, little alley-oop that doesn't go to Booker, and a rebound by the Highclimbers. Here comes Kimball the other way. Hands it off to Giraldis. Down to the baseline, Cruz. Cruz, nice find. Kimball going to the hoop. Had it partially blocked. And then there's going to be a foul on the Warriors. And Samaj Booker picked up his first. And that sends Shelton's Kyle Kimball to the line for 2 free throws. No score yet. Free throw, rattled in. Oh, I thought it was going to drop off. It rattled in, so we got the first one. The Highclimbers on the board first. 1-0. 6:50 to go here in the first quarter. Second free throw, off the back of the iron, rebound pulled down by the Warriors. Quickly they go up, and the Highclimbers will let it go out of bounds. Harris Williams couldn't quite get to it, and that'll count as a turnover on Clover Park. Inbounds to Kimball near midcourt to the foul line. Little no-look pass to Giraldis. Giraldis drives baseline over a Booker and puts it in. Full court press for the Highclimbers. Morris has it in backcourt. Throws it one hand up to Booker. Booker cross court it goes to Harris Williams. Left alone out there. Now to Morris to set the play. Morris at the midcourt circle. Throws over to Booker, working on the right side. Trying to get it inside. Highclimbers are in a 2-3 zone. Harris Williams to three. No, it's a partially blocked shot. Bennett with the pick. And here come the Highclimbers. Drew Cruz with the ball this trip up at the top. Stops, pops for three at the top of the key. Yes, nothing but net. And here comes Morris back the other way. Loses the ball. McCullough with the rebound, or with the pick, and off the glass. And then Kyle Kimball with his first bucket of the ball game. And that's 4 turnovers quickly on the Warriors. Harris Williams gets it to Booker. Booker up it goes to Jefferson. Jefferson trying to go one-on-one, goes to one-on-two. Almost got the shot to fall. Missed it. Kyle Kimball with the rebound. And Kimball will get the ball back, bring it up for the Highclimbers. Throws it up to Cruz. Drew trying to get by Harris Williams. Goes to center of the court and set the play. Puts it on the floor. Drives the foul line to the side of the paint. Right to the... Oh, nice move. Can't finish. Ball's tapped out. And Jefferson comes up with it. And here he goes the other way for the Warriors. Banging bodies, kick it out. Booker fakes the three. Cut off. Nice defense by Giraldis. One hands it out to Williams into the corner. There's Morris. Morris for three at the top. Count it. That's the first points of the ball game for Clover Park. And its 8-point run has ended for the Highclimbers. It's 8-3 now. Drew Cruz crossing the timeline. Drives to the side of the paint. Spins in the middle. Double pumps. Missed a shot. Rebound tapped and controlled by Booker. Samaj. Nice pass down to Jackson. And then it's Morris finishing that play. Inbounds to McCullough. Bounces it up to Kimball. Kimball. Stop, trapped, center of the court to Cruz. Cruz, no looks down to Bennett. Out to McCullough for three. No. Rebound pulled down by Harris Williams. Get it up to Morris. Morris on the run the other way to the foul line. Tried to bounce it down low, and a foul on the pass-off on the Highclimbers. That'll go on Kyle Kimball, his first. Ty Fisher up off the Highclimber bench to go get Paul Bennett. So it's baseline inbounds for the Warriors. Inbounds goes to Jackson. Swing it up to Morris. He'll set the play. Throws it over to Jackson. Jackson working way outside. Draws a double team, bounces it up. Near steal, but Morris muscles it away. Double clutched to the hoop. Draws a foul on the Highclimbers, but missed the shot. Jeremiah Morris has all 5 of the Warriors' points. Drew Cruz picked up his first personal, second team foul on Shelton, and at the line for 2 free throws is Jeremiah Morris. First trip to the line for the Warriors, and Morris hits it. Give him 6 points tonight. Checking into the ball game for the Highclimbers, Kevin Scott replaces Drew Cruz. As Clover Park's Jeremiah Morris has another free throw. That's short. Rebound pulled down by Giraldus. Gets it out to Kimball. Up it goes to Fisher. Fisher going to attack the basket, lays it up and in. A nice way to avoid the defense as Booker was standing there trying to draw the foul, and he just slipped by him. Morris coming back quickly. Stepping the offense, center of the court. That's Harris Williams. Steps to the three-point arc, launches a three. No spin on that ball. Got his own rebound, though. Get it back to Morris. Morris setting the court. He'll throw it over to Jackson, back to Morris. Morris swings it over to Harris Williams, and the high post feed to Jefferson. Foul line jumper goes in for Darkay, his first bucket of the ball game, and it's a 1-point lead for Shelton, 9-8. Scott over to McCullough. McCullough for three, no. Rebound, Scott will track down in the far corner. Jump stop in the middle, and there's going to be a foul on Clover Park. And that'll go on Jackson, I believe. Baseline inbounds. Kimball will get it in to Giraldus. He'll just turn and lay it in with a nice soft hook. Actually, the foul went on Booker, his second, excuse me. Little four-court pressure for the Highclimbers. Morris gets it up to Jackson. Jackson is going to attack the basket, puts it up a little too hard. Booker with the rebound, can't slam it home, but the rebound goes out to Jefferson. Jefferson bounces out and takes a shot and misses it. Rebound pulled down by McCullough. Here comes Fisher. Fisher, same play as last time, avoids the contact, lays it up and in, and a flop on that one as well. No whistle. Here comes Booker the other way. Kick it out to Jackson, up to Morris. Morris drives the foul line. Swing it over to Harris Williams, down to the box. It's Jefferson. Jefferson fade away on the baseline, missed it. Rebound, Giraldus. He'll bounce it to McCullough, and here come the Highclimbers. McCullough quickly up to Scott. Kevin will throw it down to the baseline, and it's Fisher. Fisher to Giraldus, out to McCullough. And here's Scott. Gets it back to McCullough, and he'll set the offense. Hand it off to Scott. 13 on the shot clock. Over to Kimball. Back to Scott at the top. Over to Kimball. Kimball for three. Nope. Rebound tapped to Jefferson, and here come the Warriors. Harris Williams, nice little move. Stops, hooks a pass to Jefferson in the paint. Fade away, off the glass and in. Bank is open for Darkay, his second bucket of the night. Minute and a half to go here in the first quarter. 3-point lead for the Highclimbers, 13-10. Shelton has the ball. Kevin Scott will get it to Marshall McCullough, then to Ty Fisher. Cross court, picked off by Morris. Morris one-on-one, slips it up. Missed the layup, rebound. Scott Scott trying to run the other way, avoiding some lunging Warriors. 3 of them tried to steal. A nice ball handling for Scott. Quickly up to Fisher. Fisher drives to the hoop. Got it blocked by Booker. Out of bounds. It'll be Highclimber ball. Hibiki Shita into the court for the Highclimbers, and Geraldus will get a nice rest. Baseline inbounds, lob it up top to McCullough to the foul line, down to Kimball, out to Fisher for 3. That's a little off. Rebound pulled down by Jefferson, and here comes Jackson for Clover Park. Jackson on the run, goes right to the hoop, lays it off the glass and in. 1-point lead for the Highclimbers, 13-12. Approaching 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Shita has it on the far side. Up top. Now Scott. Down to Kimball. Up fakes once. Had blocked by Booker. Nice hands. That's his 3rd block in the ball game. Here comes Morris the other way for Clover Park. Spinning, driving, banging bodies. Steal by Shita. Shita on the run the other way. Banging into bodies, and they're going to give a blocking foul to Jackson. That'll be his first. 3rd team foul on Clover Park. Baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. 20 seconds to go here in the quarter. Inbounds thrown to midcourt to Shita. Shita will swing it over to Kimball, get it right back. Back over to Kimball. To McCullough in the corner on the far side. Back to Kimball, to Scott. Scott over to Kimball. Kimball for 3. Yes! And that'll do it for the first quarter. Highclimbers 16, Clover Park 12. Take timeout, head to the second quarter. This is MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
The Hood Canal Communications team keeps your business connected to the world.
Our certified technicians provide complete IT services to keep your business running smoothly.
From spyware and virus removal, on-site server and computer installation, network design, configuration, and more.
Let HCC be your IT partner. Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
So who's going to do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311.
It'll be Highclimber ball coming in to start the second quarter with a 5-point lead. Actually, it's 17 to 12 after 1. Now Highclimbers have Scott, Kimball, Fisher, Shita, and McCullough on the court. Kimball will get it into backcourt to Scott, and here come the Highclimbers. High post feed stolen away by Jackson. Here come the Warriors the other way. Jackson, center of the court. Nice move. Can't get it to fall, but there to clean it up and put it in is number 40. I'm going to say that's Michael Alvarez. I'm going to assume. Shita with it for the Highclimbers. Hibiki will get turned around, throw it to Scott. Scott. Nice move, jump stop, up fakes, mugged and fouled by Booker. That'll be his 3rd, if my count is right. Oh, they're going to get it to Morris, his first. And at the line for 2 free throws is Kevin Scott. Missed the first one. They'll get another one. Drew Cruz and Tyler Geraldus step back onto the court for the Highclimbers. Marshall McCullough and Kyle Kimball will get much deserved rests. So Scott will get another one. Kevin, a 5'10" senior. Second free throw popped out. Rebound goes to Alvarez. Alvarez on the run. Turns around. And he'll bounce it up to Jackson. Jackson will bounce it over to Morris, working on the far side. Back to Jackson between the circles. Back to Morris. Morris for three. Yep. His second three in the ball game. Scott brings it up. Swings it over to Giraldus. Stops, pops, hits. Tyler Giraldus with his third bucket, 6 points on him. Here comes Morris back the other way. Swing it over to Jackson. Jackson trying to dribble penetrate on the zone. Throws it up to Morris. Morris to the foul line. Kick it out to Booker. Booker drives baseline. Goes right to the hoop. Fouled by Giraldus. And he'll draw the, they'll get the three-point opportunity. That's what I'm trying to say. There we go. And we're a tie ball game. Shooting the possible three-point play. Got it. His first basket and first points of the night for Simanji. Here comes Giraldus, nice spin move. Puts it up, misses it. Rebound tapped by Fisher, but controlled by Jefferson. And here comes Morris. Morris on the run the other way. Jukes and jives to the foul line. Nice little move. Stripped of the ball by Scott. Got it right back, though. Morris turns and faces the bucket. Throws it up. And that's Jefferson. Swing it over to Jackson. Up to Jefferson again. Over to Jackson. Jackson looking low. And there is a three on the way for Jefferson. That's off the back of the iron. Rebound to almost had it. Rebound goes to the Warriors. And Jefferson drove. Well, actually got a pass and draws a foul on the Highclimbers. And that'll go on Giraldus, his second. At the line for two free throws for Clover Park is a Dakari Jefferson. First trip to the line for Dakari is 4 points tonight. And the Warriors are up one. Make it two. Kyle Kimball returns. Tyler Giraldus will sit down. And Jefferson has another free throw for Clover Park. That's off the back of the iron. Rebound pulled down by the Highclimbers. Kimball comes up with it, and he'll bring it up. To the foul line, and the ball slapped out of his hands, and they're going to call a foul on either Morris or Booker. I'm not sure. And that'll go on Alvarez, his first. Fifth team foul on the Warriors. Cruz will trigger the play from the baseline, throws it in to Fisher. Up it goes to Scott. Scott will throw it to Sheeta. Sheeta over the opposite side to Cruz. In and out on three. The rebound pulled down by Jefferson. And here comes Morris. Swing it over to Jackson. Jackson will drive along the side of the sidelines and throw it back up to Morris. Back to Jackson. They're looking low. Get it in to Alvarez. Pushes off, and they're going to call a foul on the Highclimbers. Kevin Scott will pick up his first. It's the fifth team foul on Shelton. At the line is going to be Michael Alvarez. I'm going to call it Michael Alvarez. Don't have any other reason to call him otherwise. First free throw in and out. We'll get another one. Marshall McCullough comes back onto the court for Shelton, replacing Ty Fisher. And Davian Harris-Williams will step onto the court, replacing Devontae Jackson for Clover Park. Warriors, Alvarez has another free throw. Off the back of the iron, rebound knocked out of bounds by McCullough. And that will be Warrior ball, baseline inbounds to the left of the backboard. And Harris-Williams will trigger the play. Warriors are in the four corners of the key. Lob it in to Jefferson, out to Morris, back to Harris-Williams. And here is Morris. Back to Harris Williams, and a steal of the ball there for the Highclimbers. Here comes McCullough. Marshall with it, center of the court. On the dribble. Over goes Cruz. Down to Scott, up fakes, steps to the key, puts it off the back of the iron, popped out. Cruz with the rebound, up fakes, kick it out, and it's Kimball. Kimball knocked down by Morris. That should be the second foul on Jeremiah, and the 16th foul on the Warriors. The sideline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Cruz will throw it into Scott, swing it over to Sheeta. Sheeta looking the court over, stops, and will whistle away from the ball. And that'll be a foul on Michael Alvarez. His second, 7th team foul, so it's a 1-and-1 for the Highclimbers. That sends Kevin Scott to the line for the first of a 1-and-1. He's 0 for 2 tonight. See if he can knock down some free throws. Got the first one. And another one. 4:42 to go here in the second quarter. 1 point lead for the Clover Park Warriors. These numbers are way off on the Warriors. I'm thinking Tyrig Johnson is in number 4. Second free throw missed, and McCullough with the rebound out to Kimball for 3. That's short. Rebound goes to Morris for Clover Park. He's going to attack the hoop. Little jumper in the paint. He got mugged. So Morris is to the line for a couple free throws. Jeremiah is 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Has 3, 6, 9 points tonight. McCullough picked up his first personal for Shelton. Morris in and out on the first one. They'll get one more. Got the second. 2 point lead for the Highclimbers, or for the Warriors. Sheeta with a pull-up jumper on the three-point arc, missed the shot. Rebound pulled down by Johnson. Johnson swings it over to Morris. Morris to the three-point arc into the corner to, is that Booker? Booker back in the ballgame. Throw it out top. Johnson over to Morris. Morris for 3. Nope. Rebound Booker. He's going to attack the basket. Nope, he's going to find Morris. Morris will attack, put it off the glass, miss it. Rebound over the top is going to be Alvarez. And that will be a turnover as well as a foul, as we'll walk to the south end of the mini dome and shoot a couple of, well, at least one free throw. So 8 team fouls at number 40, and I'm assuming that's Michael Alvarez. It could be Zaragoza. So the Kyle Kimball's at the line for the first of a 1-and-1. Count it. He's now 2 for 3 at the free throw line. Has, let's see here, 6 points. Kimball missed the second one. Booker comes down with the rebound, and here comes Harris Williams. Swing it over to Morris. And now that is Harris Williams. Back to Morris, looking low for Jefferson. High post feed to Booker. And baseline pass to Jefferson. Jefferson, the ball knocked out of his hands. So Jackson returns for the Warriors, and Morris will sit down. Harris Williams will inbounds it to Jefferson. And he'll throw it to Booker at the foul line. Up fakes once, drives to the opposite side of the foul line. Triple team, kick it out to Harris Williams. 3 on the way, with 3 on the shot clock, missed it. And there is Jefferson with the offensive board in the bucket. Highclimber ball, there's Cruz on the far sidelines. Up top goes to Sheeta. Sheeta over to Scott. Scott will put it on the floor. Pull-up jumper just inside the arc, off the glass. No, rebound pulled down by Jefferson. And here comes Harris Williams. Harris Williams to the three-point arc, to the box, throws it in the middle of the paint. Jefferson can't handle it, out of bounds. It's Highclimber ball with just under 3 minutes to go here in the half. 3-point lead for the Warriors. Drew Cruz will get a rest, and Ty Fisher's back in there. So it's Kevin Scott, Ty Fisher, Habiki Shita, Kyle Kimball, and Marshall McCullough on the court for the Highclimbers. That's Shita with it. Back to Scott. Back to Shita into the corner to Fisher. Finds Kimball, turnaround jumper, 15-footer. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Johnson. Up it goes to Harris Williams. Ollie oop to Booker, goes up and in. Here's Shita with it. And McCullough will spread it out. 5-point lead for the Warriors. Shita with it to McCullough. High post feed to Kimball. Kimball down to the baseline. Fisher. Fisher jumper in the corner. Goes in just inside the arc. It's his 6th point, and Harris Williams is pushing it up the court for the Warriors. He'll step back for 3 and miss it. Rebound goes in the corner, pulled down by Johnson. Johnson tried to lace it past Jackson out of bounds, and that'll be Highclimber ball. And by my count, that's 9 turnovers on Clover Park. Leading by 3. 2 minutes to go here in the half. Travis Colbinson will step onto the court for the Highclimbers. And let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to say that's Michael Alvarez is now in the ballgame, number 43. There's McCullough with it, over to Colbinson. Colbinson calls out the play to Scott, still working in the on the arc. Now down to McCullough. McCullough bounces up to Scott. Scott to the three-point arc, swinging over the opposite side. It's Scott over to Colbinson. Colbinson, and it's an offensive foul. That'll go on Colbinson. That's his first. It's Clover Park ball. High post feed to Alvarez. He'll drive in the paint. Little running hook. Too hard. Rebound. Fisher saves it, but it goes right to the top, and it's Jackson. Jackson swings it over to Harris Williams. He'll step to the three-point arc, launch a 3, and hit nothing but the bottom of the net. That's his first bucket of the night. And the lead is now up to 6. I believe that's the largest lead of the night for the Warriors. Kimball with it on the far side. Bounce it up to McCullough. Back to Kimball. Kimball fakes the 3, drives the baseline. Tried to lace a pass in the middle. It's picked off by the Warriors. Here comes Harris Williams. He'll wisely turn around and set the offense for the Warriors. 3 on the way over. Colbinson hits it. Oh, boy. 6 points in the quarter, 2 threes drained by Davian Harris Williams. And the lead is up to 9 for Clover Park. Colbinson with the ball. Throw it over to Fisher. Fisher back to Colbinson. Over it goes to Scott. Scott faked the move to the middle. Stopped on the dribble. He's cut off and pinned off Kimball comes up with it. And then there's a foul. And that'll go on, I believe it'll go on Tariq Johnson. So Kevin Scott's back at the line for the first of a 1-and-1. He's 1 for 4 tonight. Only has a point. Missed it. Rebound tapped and controlled by Perry. And then a double dribble. Wow, that's the 10th turnover on the Warriors. It's Highclimber ball with 10 seconds to go in the half. Inbounds into the corner to Scott. And he'll set the offense. Swing it over to McCullough. McCullough fakes the 3 over to Colbinson. Colbinson, little runner, gets fouled with 1 second on the game clock. So Travis Colbinson's at the line for 2 free throws. And let's see here, who the personal foul goes on. Phillipson hit the first one. That'll be on. I don't know who the foul went on that one. I guess it was on 43, so Alvarez picked up his first. Culbertson missed the second free throw, and the last second shot falls off. So we're through half. Clover Park comes back and leads Shelton 32-24. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with some halftime activities, including an interview with the Shelton girls coach about their game on Monday with North Mason. That's all coming up here at halftime. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
Thanks to cell phones, you can call 911 from almost anywhere.
911, what's the address to your emergency? I just wrecked. Can you find where I'm at? I can't find where you're at.
But many people don't realize that cell phones and even smartphones don't always send location or GPS information when you call 911.
What road are you on? Were you on the highway? You can't find where I'm at. No, I need you to tell me what road you were on.
Since 911 dispatchers can't always tell the location of your emergency, they need your help.
It's the last turnoff right before Okanagan, and it said like 3 miles to Okanagan, I think. Did you go by the cemetery? We just passed the cemetery. Just past the cemetery. Okay. Are you sending anybody out for us? I'm telling them right now. The other dispatcher is getting on the radio.
Every second counts in an emergency. If you identify your location when calling 911, help can be sent quicker. Help 911 help you know your location. An important message from your local 911 office and Washington State Emergency Management.
MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net are webcasting high school basketball games featuring Shelton, North Mason, and Mary M. Knight. You can be part of these broadcasts for only $15 per game. That gives you a minimum of 3 30-second commercials in each game for only $5. If you contact us by January 8th and sign up for all the remaining games, you will get those games for the price of 10 games and lock in your rate at $15 for the playoffs. So call, text, or email today.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
And we're back. It is halftime. The Clover Park Warriors leading the Shelton Highclimbers tonight in non-league boys basketball action 32-24. The Warriors are doing it behind Jeremiah Morris. He has 10 points. 7 for Dakari Jefferson, 6 for Davian Harris-Williams, 5 for Samaj Booker, 2 apiece. I believe it's Chris Perry and Deontay Jackson. For the Highclimbers, their leading scorer, let's see here, is Kyle Kimball with 7 points, 6 for Tyler Garillis and Ty Fisher, 3 for Drew Cruz, a point apiece for Kevin Scott and Travis Coleman. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We're going to talk with the Shelton girls coach, Aaron Leff, about his his game on Monday and the win over North Mason, and of course Tuesday's game against Hoquiam. That's coming up next here on MasonWebTV.com. Hood Canal Communications HCC.net.
If you've been thinking about advertising with MasonWebTV.com, now is the time. Our ad rates have remained steady since we started providing news, sports, and information in 2011, but unfortunately, that must change. Next year, new advertisers will see a modest increase, while current banner ad clients will continue at an affordable $75 a month. If you want to join these savvy businesses, contact me before January. Send an email, call, or text today to lock in your spot on MasonWebTV.com.
Learn how to
run,
hide,
Fight.
Columbine High School,
Newtown.
Virginia Tech,
Aurora Theater.
Columbia Mall,
Fort Hood.
Navy Yard.
Chattanooga. Charleston.
Enough.
How many more?
How many more classrooms?
How many more colleges?
How many more movie theaters?
How many more shopping malls?
How many more military facilities?
How many more houses of faith?
Enough.
Learn how to
Run,
hide,
Fight.
visit www.masonwebtv.com nextsafe.org.
Prepare your community.
As an American.
As a human being.
No more lists of names.
It's not too soon.
Now is the time.
It's time.
We need to be more prepared.
It's time for our leaders to help prepare the public.
Right now.
Enough. Enough.
Prepare an emergency plan for you and your community. Visit the National Center for Citizen Safety at www.nextsafe.org.
The Hood Canal Communications team keeps your business connected to the world via broadband, video, and voice.
We offer business phone systems,
Voice service with unlimited long distance,
broadband with speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second,
complete IT services,
on-site computer repair,
video service,
and advertising.
Let HCC be your communications service partner.
Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
We're about 4.5 minutes from resuming play here at halftime with the Clover Park Warriors leading the Shelton Highclimbers by a score of 32-25. Let's see here. The Shelton girls are off tonight. They do play on Tuesday right here, and you'll see the game on MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net. They're hosting the Hoquiam Grizzlies, but on Monday they had a game here in the Mini Dome against North Mason, and we talked to the Shelton girls coach Aaron Leff about that and a few other things.
All right, Coach Leff, your Bulldogs, or not your Bulldogs, let's take two on this one. I'm thinking Bulldogs. Coach Leff, your Highclimbers hosted the Bulldogs on Monday night and came away with a win, right?
Yeah, we did. It wasn't a pretty win. We were we didn't execute as well as possible. It kind of felt like we had grease on our hands the whole night. A lot of loose balls, sloppy play. We had 28 total fouls on us alone. Put them at the free throw line 32 times, which that doesn't make me very happy. But yeah, they came in. We walked out with a win, which is always good. And we'll move on and look forward to Hoquiam coming in next Tuesday.
So in your game against North Mason, didn't see a box score, so who was your leading scorer?
Our freshman, as usual, Timber Ware, had 19 points. Morgan Leach stepped up huge for us. She shot, I think, 58% from 58% from the three-point line. She had 14 points. Paige Johnson went out in the third with a head injury, and she had 10 points, basically 2 quarters. It was kind of sporadic after that, scoring-wise. Like I said, we just couldn't get in a rhythm. Too many fouls, and when you foul all the time, you can't get in a rhythm. You can't get any fast break action going, and so it was a kind of long, drug-out night. Bulldogs came out. They only had 6 players. I'll tell you what, though, they came out to play. Don's got them playing really well with only 6 players, and they were scrapping. They weren't giving anything to us, so it was a good game.
So you mentioned Hoquiam on Tuesday. What do you know about them?
Well, I know they beat us by 22 last year, and that doesn't sit well with me either. But, again, we're a different team than we were last year. We know they lost some players. We know that Kelsey Parker can still shoot the 3, and they have a pretty good inside game. Not huge size, but just battle. They like to battle. And, coming from those smaller towns, that's what they want to do. And being a 3A school, they want to come up here and try to show us that, hey, we're better than you. And obviously this year we're a little different team, and so we're going to try to put the brakes on that.
Do you think Paige will be ready for Tuesday?
Supposedly we're looking at Monday for a clearing from the doctor. But as it sits right now, we're kind of my game plan right now is we may not have her, and so we got to prepare and focus for that time. And we have the personnel that we can put on the floor, and we know we can win with her, but we also know we can win without her.
All right. Well, Coach, thanks for taking some time.
No problem. Thank you.
That's Shelton girls basketball coach Aaron Leff on his game on Monday and his upcoming game at Hoquiam on Tuesday. You can see it, but it'll tip off at 7 o'clock, and we'll have that game here on MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net. We'll take another timeout. We'll be back with the third quarter in just a moment.
The Hood Canal Communications team helps keep you connected to your world via broadband, video, and voice.
For a limited time, get half off a new bundled broadband connection for 6 months and free installation, but without any contract.
With unlimited internet access from HCC, you can keep your multi-device, data-hungry family happy. Close the generation gap without any data caps.
Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
And we're just a few seconds away from the start of the third quarter, actually 24 if you see on the clock there. Looks like it'll be Clover Park ball coming out of the timeout before we get rolling. The Highclimbers will send Drew Cruz, Ty Fisher, Kyle Kimball, Tyler Giraldis, and Marshall McCullough to start the third quarter. It's Jackson, Booker, Morris, Jefferson, and Harris Williams to start the third for the Warriors. And Jackson will bounce it into Morris, and we're underway. Warriors led by as many as 9. No look pass to Jefferson at the elbow on the foul line. Missed it. Rebound. Booker taps it out. Jackson goes and gets it. Swinging up to Harris Williams and to Morris to set the play. That's Booker. Samaj throws a cross-court pass to Harris Williams. Now he hits some long three. The cross-court pass is deflected, but it manages to get to Jackson. There's Booker. Three on the way. Oh, that's short. Rebound goes to Fisher for Shelton. Here comes Kyle Kimball up the court for the Highclimbers. And there's Tyler Giraldis. He missed the three. Rebound is tapped and controlled by the Warriors. Out it goes to Jackson. Jackson on the run for the Warriors. Takes two big steps, puts it up on the fadeaway layup. Draws a whistle on the Highclimbers. That will go on Kyle Kimball. That is his second. And on the line for the Warriors is Deontay Jackson. Missed the first free throw. He'll get another one. He has 2 points. This is his first trip to the line, and he'll hit the second one, give him 3. Comes Kyle Kimball, throw it over to Cruz. Cruz will stop and pop for 3 and miss it. Harris Williams gets it up to Jackson on the return. Bounce down to Booker. Booker took steps. 11 turnovers on the Warriors in the ball game. Just over a minute played here in the third quarter. Kyle Kimball brings the ball up for the Highclimbers. Throws over the corner. McCullough for 3. Rattled in and out. Rebound goes to Cruz. Cruz thought about driving, had it knocked out of his hands. He'll dribble out of some trouble. Set the offense at the far side. Throw it to McCullough. McCullough to Fisher. Over to the near side and into the corner to Cruz. Drew spins on Morris. Stops. Fadeaway pass out, and the ball's free. And going to get it is Booker. Booker will stop in the paint, put it up and in. 7 points for Samaj. And the lead is now 11 for the Warriors. High post feed to Fisher. Down it goes and stolen away by Morris. Morris pushes it up to Harris Williams. Alley-oop to Booker. Booker catches it, throws it over the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Fisher. Here comes McCullough. McCullough the other way for the Highclimbers. Trapped. Finds Kimball. Kimball up fakes. Reverse layup. Doesn't fall. Rebound goes to Booker. And here comes Harris Williams. Harris Williams will set the play from the far side, and he'll bounce it to Morris. Morris draws out Cruz, and he'll throw it over Harris Williams. Back to Morris. Over to Jackson on the opposite side. Back to Morris. Morris, high post feed. That's Booker, double team. Kick it out to Harris Williams. Drives to the box on the near side. Puts it up short. Rebound, Giraldis. Here comes Cruz. Cruz to the three-point arc. Throws in the corner. McCullough. Marshall will get it up to Giraldis. Cross court it goes to Kimball. Kimball to the three-point arc. Bounce in the corner to Fisher. Fisher to the box. And that's Giraldis over the back is Booker. That'll be his third, if my count is correct. The first whistle on the Warriors in the third. That's 3 on Samaj, excuse me. Alvarez is back on the ball game. Kimball gets the inbounds to Cruz. Cruz jab steps, takes a three, hits it. It's his second three in the ball game, 6 points. And a timeout has been called. 30-second timeout. We'll step aside. This is MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
If you've been thinking about advertising with MasonWebTV.com, now is the time. Our ad rates have remained steady since we started providing news, sports, and information in 2011, but unfortunately, that must change. Next year, new advertisers will see a modest increase, while current banner ad clients will continue at an affordable $75 a month. If you want to join these savvy businesses, contact me before January. Send an email, call, or text today to lock in your spot on MasonWebTV.com.
So it'll be Warrior ball coming out of the timeout. They lead 35-27, just under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. So the Warriors will go pick up the ball. That's Harris Williams will get it into Morris. Highclimbers puts the pressure on. And up it goes, crossing the midcourt stripe to Jackson. Jackson down to Alvarez, puts it up, misses the shot, but draws the foul. I think it'll either go on Kimball or Geraldus. On Geraldus his third. And Alvarez is at the free throw line, missing the first free throw.
Ladies and gentlemen, I made a mistake on a couple of the girls. I will announce their names again for the Shelton.
Second free throw is on the way for Alvarez. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Kimball for Shelton. And here comes Drew Cruz. Cruz throws it over to Kimball. Kimball bounces over to Scott, who's back in the ballgame. The baseline, and Fisher, a little alley-oop that doesn't fall in for McCullough. And here comes Morris pushing it up the floor, spinning, and wisely stepping back. Throwing up to Jackson. Jackson bounces over to Morris. Lost the ball out of bounds. Off his hands. He looks at it like, where's the hole in my hands? Dozen turnovers on the Warriors. 4:21 to go here in the third. 8-point lead for the Warriors. Jackson gets a rest as Chris Perry steps back on the court. Highclimber ball, Cruz to McCullough across the court to Kimball. Side of the paint, back to McCullough, into the corner to Fisher. Side of the paint to Kimball. Kimball up fakes and drives to the hoop, puts it up and in. Give him 9 points. Harris Williams, center of the court, throws it down and off the fingertips of Jefferson. That'll be 13 turnovers on the Warriors. And let's see here, we have Michael Zaragoza into the ball game. Zaragoza is a 6'2 freshman. He looks a lot bigger than that. And here comes Kevin Scott for the Highclimbers. Loses the ball, but it goes right to Cruz. Cruz stops and pops just inside the three-point arc. Missed the shot, and Jefferson pulls down the rebound for Clover Park. And here comes Morris up the far sidelines. Speeds to the three-point arc. Steps back, set the play. Leading by 6 are the Warriors with the ball. Over it goes to Harris Williams in the corner, back to Morris. Morris looking to get Zaragoza involved. And the Highclimbers staying in the zone. There's Perry with it. Bounces it down to Zaragoza. Out it goes to the corner, and that's Harris Williams, and then to Zaragoza. And there is Jefferson, who missed the shot in the paint. And the ball goes off of Kimball's foot to Jefferson and put it up and in. That's 9 points for him. The lead is 8 for the Warriors. Kimball stops and pops to the foul line. He hit it. Give him 11 points. And here comes Morris back the other way to the three-point arc at the top and wisely sets the play. Looking low on the side of the paint, and they'll exchange passes with Harris Williams. Morris bounces back to Harris Williams, fakes the three, little runner, teardrop, doesn't fall, rebound to McCullough. Here comes Kimball. Kyle pushes it up to Scott. Kevin, high dribble. Between the legs and trying to get some space. Had the ball slapped out of his hands. One hands it to Cruz, over to McCullough. High post feed to Kimball, up fakes. Back to McCullough. McCullough to the box. Out it goes to Fisher. Fisher for three. Get in there. Yes. 9 points for Ty. And we're 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Perry set over to Harris Williams. Back to Perry. Swing it over to Morris. Morris down to Jefferson. Jefferson trying to get it to Zaragoza. Puts it up. Missed the shot. No foul. And rebound goes to Kimball. Out to Cruz. Drew. Speeds to the three-point arc. Stops. Nobody guarded him. He'll hit the jumper at the foul line. Drew Cruz with 7 points. Excuse me, no, that's 8 points. And what do we have? A timeout call by the Warriors. Minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Highclimbers down by 8, have closed within 1. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. This is MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
Hood Canal Communications team keeps your business connected to the world via broadband, video, and voice.
We offer business phone systems,
Voice service with unlimited long distance,
broadband with speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second,
complete IT services,
on-site computer repair,
video service,
and advertising.
Let HCC be your communications service partner.
Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the eye.
I am a witness.
Play is resumed. That was a quick 60-second break. High post feed to Jefferson. Knocked out of bounds, thrown out of bounds actually by the Warriors. And it'll be the 14th turnover on Clover Park. 1 point lead for the Warriors. Highclimbers have the ball. Cruz with it to Scott. Scott looking for somebody to come to the ball. And the Warriors are man-to-man. Here is Kimball. Kimball gets to Cruz. Cruz takes the three just with enough space. Missed it. Kimball with the rebound, but he can't handle it. Jackson pulls it down. And here comes the Warriors. There's Perry. Perry banging bodies. Over to Jackson. Nice fake there. Back to Perry. Swing it over to Morris. High post to Booker. Booker steps back. Throws over to Jackson. Jackson will hand it off to Perry. Perry trying to drive, get by this zone. High post feed to Booker. Booker will go right to the hoop, put it off the glass and in. Samaj has 9 points tonight, and the lead is now 3 for the Warriors. Highclimbers with the ball. There's Cruz. Throws it over and threw it away. Here comes Perry. Perry up to Jackson, and Jackson can't handle it. And we have a substitution as Davian Harris-Williams will step back onto the court for the Warriors, and Morris will sit down. It's Highclimber ball in their back court with 19 seconds to go in the third quarter, trailing by 3. Cruz will get it in to McCullough. McCullough to Scott. Scott out to Kimball. Kimball is going to get a late whistle and a travel. That's the 10th turnover on the Highclimbers in the ball game. And it's a 3-point lead for the Warriors, 39-36. 13 seconds to go here in the third. Harris-Williams will let the ball roll all the way up to midcourt, then pick it up. Swing it over to Jackson. Jackson to the side of the paint. Got mugged there. Had nowhere to go with the ball. And that will only be the third team foul on the Highclimbers. Personal foul will go on Fisher. That's his first. At the line for 2 free throws is Devontae Jackson. Got the first one. He is now 2 for 3 at the free throw line. Has 4 points. So we have 8 seconds to go here in the third. Second free throw where Jackson goes in. And the lead is up to 5. Court pass to McCullough. McCullough driving and draws the foul. And it's only the second team foul on the Warriors. It'll be baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers with 4 seconds to go. Cruz will trigger the play from the right of the backboard. Booker just got his 4th personal. That'll probably sit for a while here as we head to the 4th quarter. 30-second timeout has been called by the Highclimbers. And we will take a timeout. We'll be right back.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
It'll be Highclimber ball as we come out of the timeout with 4 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. 41-36, Clover Park leading. Kyle Kimball will trigger the play. He's working with Mark Vernon back in the ball game, or actually in the ball game, and he'll get the ball. Back it goes to Kimball. Kimball turns and shoots for 3. Nope, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. So we head to the 4th quarter with Clover Park leading 41-36. We'll be right back. This is MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net.
MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net are webcasting high school basketball games featuring Shelton, North Mason, and Mary M. Knight. You can be part of these broadcasts for only $15 per game. That gives you a minimum of 3 30-second commercials in each game for only $5. If you contact us by January 8th and sign up for all the remaining games, you will get those games for the price of 10 games and lock in your rate at $15 for the playoffs. So call, text, or email today.
The Hood Canal Communications team keeps your business connected to the world.
Our certified technicians provide complete IT services to keep your business running smoothly.
From spyware and virus removal, on-site server and computer installation, network design, configuration, and more.
Let HCC be your IT partner. Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
It will be Highclimber ball to start out the 4th quarter, trailing by 5 points, 41-36. Highclimbers have Sheeta, Kimball, Scott, Vernon, who gets the ball in the inbounds, turns and shoots for 3, misses it, and they Giraldis, but coming up with a rebound off that miss is Scott. Kevin Scott dancing around, throws it up to Sheeta, swing it over to Vernon. Vernon fakes the 3, steps inside the arc, throws it to the baseline. That's Giraldis, bounces it to Kimball. Kimball up fakes once, had it partially blocked. Rebound goes to Perry, and here come the Warriors. That's Harris Williams. It'll hand off to Morris. Morris back to, and over it goes to Jackson. Jackson to Perry inside the paint. Kick it out to Harris Williams for 3. Yes. That's the what he lives. It's his 9th point, and he's hit 3 threes tonight. And here is Giraldis. He'll lose the ball. Ball still free at midcourt. And jump ball is called. It'll be Warrior ball. Warriors up 8 now. They've led by as many as 11 in this ball game. Morris will get it on the sideline inbounds. Swing it over, and it's Jackson. On opposite side, Harris Williams. Back to Morris. Morris dribbles, penetrates. Ball out to Harris Williams. He'll take the open 3, or barely open 3, miss it. Jackson for the cleanup. And that is Devontae's 2nd bucket of the night. That is his 7th point. Kimball with it on the far side. Throws it up to Sheeta. Lost it. Jackson with a pick. And he'll go to the basket and lay it up and in. And that'll be the 12th turnover on the Highclimbers. Inbounds goes to Kimball. Kimball creates some space and brings it up slowly for the Highclimbers. They're now down by 8. There's Giraldis. Nice backdoor cut by Kimball. The shot doesn't fall, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Highclimber ball, baseline inbounds. Vernon will trigger the play into Giraldis. He'll step by the double team, missed the shot. Rebound goes to Jefferson. Out it goes to Morris. Morris quickly the other way to the foul line. Lost the ball, but they're going to call a foul on the Highclimbers. It'll go on Kevin Scott, his second. And the fourth team foul on the Highclimbers. Marshall McCullough back on the court for the Highclimbers, replacing, actually that's Mark Vernon. So it's a baseline inbounds for Clover Park, and it goes to Perry. Now it's all the way up to Jackson. Jackson back to Morris. Morris will step back, set the high post feed to Perry. Out to Morris. Morris for three at the top. That's off the back of the iron. Rebound tapped and controlled by Jefferson. His jumper goes in. It's 11 points for Dakari, and a full timeout has been called, and the lead is 14 for Clover Park. We'll step aside. It's MasonWebTV.com and Canal Communications, HCC.net.
So who's going to do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice.
And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311.
Well, these timeouts are really quick. It'll be Highclimber ball as they trail by 14. Marshall McCullough get it into Kevin Scott. And here come the Highclimbers. Scott speeding up the court. Throws over to McCullough. McCullough stops and puts a pass to Kimball. He'll lay out the glass and in. That's the plays that worked against North Mason on Monday night. And here comes Morris between the circles. High post feed to Perry. Out it goes to Harris Williams. Bothered by Scott. Scott all over him. Nice baseline find. Double teamed, and the ball comes rolling out, and that'll be a turnover on the Warriors. They're 16th for the ball game. It's a Shelton ball in the backcourt, sideline inbounds. McCullough will get it in to Scott. Scott will hand it off to McCullough. McCullough to the foul line. Stops, pops, misses. Rebound Perry for Clover Park. Get it up to Morris. Morris quickly the other way to Harris Williams in the corner for three. No. Jefferson skies in there to pull the rebound down. Missed the putback. Perry comes up with it. And the ball's free. And then there's a whistle. And I believe that the Warrior was on the baseline there. And it'll go to the Highclimbers. McCullough will trigger the play from the backcourt. Get it into Chita. Hibiki dances up the court. Throws it over to McCullough. Marshall looking for draws, finds Kimball. Kimball, 3 seconds in the key. Eek. 13 turnovers on the Highclimbers. Drew Cruz returns for the Highclimbers, and Hibiki Chita will sit down. Morris will get it into Jackson and get it right back, and he'll bring up the ball. Morris gets it over to Harris Williams. Looking for Jefferson, now gets it up. And that's Morris with it. Out it goes to Jackson. Jackson for three. Falls off, rebound goes to Cruz. Cruz get it up to Scott. Kevin dances across mid-court. Drawing out the defense. Drives side of the paint, finds Kimball in the middle of the paint. He'll catch and put it in. Kyle Kimball with another good game. He has 15 points tonight, and the lead is down to 10. Morris with it, high post feed to Perry. Out it goes Jackson. Jackson back to the to Perry. Perry side of the paint. Out goes Jackson for three. That's short. Rebound pulled down by Scott. Scott throwing it up to Cruz. Can't get to it. Nope, he does, but he's standing on the sidelines, and that'll be 14th turnover on the Highclimbers. 10-point lead for the Warriors. They have the ball. And here is Samaj Booker back in the ball game. He'll replace the Darkari Jefferson. And here come the Warriors. Morris will swing it over to Harris Williams. Back to Morris. Opposite side to Jackson. Steal by Scott. Scott's going to go to the hole and blow the layup, but Cruz is there with the rebound, and he'll put it up, miss the shot, and the rebound goes to Morris. Morris hit the deck, and Perry comes up with it, takes steps but no whistle. I think the referees are letting some play go on. Here comes Morris the other way, banging bodies, and that'll be a blocking foul on Giraldus. That'll be his fifth team foul. 2 shots coming for Jeremiah. I got 4 on Giraldus. Morris is, let's see here, 2 for 4 at the free throw line. Has 10 points tonight. He's got 2 more free throws coming. There's 3:13 to go in the ball game and a 10-point lead. Morris makes it 11. Warriors have been up 14 in this quarter. Second free throw in and out. Rebound tapped and controlled by Perry of the Warriors. He'll throw it up to Jackson, swinging over to Morris, back to Jackson. Bounce it to Harris Williams, over to Jackson between the circles. Splits the double team, loses the ball, and here comes Kyle Kimball. He has a 2-on-3, and it's a 3-on-3. Kimball will try to get it to the hoop. Perry comes up with the ball, gets it up to Williams-Harris. Lob it to Booker. Booker can't handle the alley-oop, and he's going to be fouled by Kimball somehow. And it's 51-40. 2 shots coming for Booker. Booker has 9 points on the evening, and he is 1 for 1. Full timeout has been called, so we'll step aside. We'll be right back. This is MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net. 2:47 to go in this ball game. 51 for Clover Park, 40 for Shelton. As we come out of the timeout, it'll be Samaj Booker at the free throw line for 2 free throws. He has 9 points tonight. He's 1 for 1 at the stripe. Highclimbers coming out of the timeout with Giraldus, Kimball, Scott, McCullough, and Cruz. Perry, Harris Williams, Jackson, Morris, and of course Booker on the court for the 2 free throws. First free throw goes in. And that brings the lead up to 12. Another free throw on the way. And in. Give him 11 points tonight. McCullough has it in backcourt for the Highclimbers. Stops. Drives to the foul line. Finds Giraldus out to Cruz in the corner. Steps to the paint. Finds Scott. Scott will dance around and set the play. The isolated one-on-one with Morris, trying to get by Morris. Drives to the paint, drives to the bucket, puts it up, and drops it in. It's Kevin Scott with his first bucket tonight. And it's an 11-point lead for Clover Park. Warriors have the ball as we approach 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. Jackson with it now. Loses the ball, tracks down. Puts on the floor, blows by everybody. Spins and puts it up, missed the shot. Rebound, Cruz comes up with it for Highclimbers. Goes to McCullough. McCullough one hands it down to Kimball. It's kicked out of bounds. That'll be Highclimber ball. Dakari Jefferson will step back onto the court for Clover Park. And Jackson gets a rest. Baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Right of the backboard. Cruz will get it in to Kimball. He'll catch and shoot. Miss. Giraldes with the rebound and the putback that dropped in. 8 points for Tyler. Morris pushing it up the court. Draws a double team on the far side. Gets it to Perry. Perry loses the ball but gets it right back over to Morris. Morris to the three-point arc on the far side. Bounce it up to Harris Williams. Finds Booker on the baseline. Spins. Puts it up short. Good defense by Giraldes, and the rebound comes up to Cruz. Here comes Drew the other way for the Highclimbers. Has a 3-on-3. Stops in the paint. Throws it out to Kimball. Kimball will set the offense to Cruz. Cruz will actually take a three at the top and drain it. His third three of the night. Give him 11 points, and the lead is down to 6. Morris has it. Throws it up to Booker at midcourt. Booker just walks across midcourt. Hands it off to Harris Williams. Harris Williams blows by the double team and kick it out. Jefferson had an open three for a moment. Finds Harris Williams, and there's a foul on Cruz. That'll be his second. And we have a 7th team foul on Shelton. So Davian Harris Williams is at the line for first of a 1-and-1. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. He has 9 points. Gotta make it 10. He's hit 3 threes in the ball game. I mean, they were outside, way outside. And there's 48 seconds to go in this ball game. And Clover Park will just empty out the key as they're leading by 7. Make it 8. And the 30-second timeout has been called. Well, step aside. We'll be right back. This is MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
It'll be Highclimber ball coming out of the timeout. They have to go the length of the floor here. They're trailing by 8. Kevin Scott will get the ball inbounds. Speed to the free throw line, right to the hoop, puts it up and in. Only Kevin's second bucket of the night, and a foul immediately on the inbounds. Marshall McCullough picked up his second. That'll be the 8th team foul, and we'll walk to the south end of the mini dome. And Clover Park will shoot a 1-and-1. And it will again be Davian Harris Williams. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 11 points. He's hit 3 threes in the ball game and 2 free throws. Got the first one. And it extends the lead to 7. 37 seconds to go here in the ball game. Clover Park on top. Second free throw fell off, and Kimball comes up with a rebound, and here come the Highclimbers. Down to McCullough. Out to Giraldes to Kimball. Kimball steps by the defense, launches a 3. That's in and out. Rebound goes to Jefferson. Jefferson's fouled immediately by Cruz. And we'll walk again to the south end of the court and shoot a couple of free throws. Well, at least a 1-and-1. This time at the line is going to be Dakari Jefferson. He is 1 for 2 at the free throw line. He has 11 points tonight. Got the first one. Give him a dozen points. Lead is up to 8. 24 seconds to go. Carries another free throw that goes in. And it is a 9-point lead for the Warriors. Scott will pick up the rolling basketball across midcourt. Get a screen at the top. Take a three. No, he'll throw it over to Cruz. Cruz will take the three. That's off. Got his own rebound. Attack the basket. Little runner on the baseline goes in for Drew. And here comes Jefferson the other way. Fouled by McCullough. That'll be his third. Now it will be Jefferson at the line for another 2 free throws this time. 6 seconds to go in this ball game. Clover Park on their way to their 6th win of the season. As they're up 7. Make it 8.
First attempt is good by Dakari Jefferson.
With 6 seconds to go in this ball game. Second free throw goes in. And that should just about do it as Scott will pick up the rolling basketball. Throw it to Cruz. Cruz top of the key, fakes the three, throws it over to Kimball. Kimball will try to get off a free. Doesn't have a chance, and it'll be the final. Clover Park knocks off Shelton by a score of 60-51. We will take a timeout. We'll be right back. This is MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net. We'll be right back. MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net are webcasting high school basketball games featuring Shelton, North Mason, and Mary M. Knight. You can be part of these broadcasts for only $15 per game. That gives you a minimum of 3 30-second commercials in each game for only $5. If you contact us by January 8th and sign up for all the remaining games, you will get those games for the price of 10 games and lock in your rate at $15 for the playoffs. So call, text, or email today.
The Hood Canal Communications team keeps your business connected to the world via broadband, video, and voice.
We offer business phone systems,
voice service with unlimited long distance,
broadband with speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second,
complete IT services,
on-site computer repair,
video service,
and advertising.
Let HCC be your communications service partner.
Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Thanks to cell phones, you can call 911 from almost anywhere.
911, what's the address to your emergency? I just wrecked. Can you find where I'm at? I can't find where you're at.
But many people don't realize that cell phones and even smartphones don't always send location or GPS information when you call 911.
What road are you on? Were you on the highway? You can't find where I'm at. No, I need you to tell me what road you were on.
Since 911 dispatchers can't always tell the location of your emergency, they need your help.
It's the last turnoff right before Okanagan, and it's like 3 miles to Okanagan, I think. Did you go by the cemetery? We just passed the cemetery. Just past the cemetery. Okay. Are you sending anybody to look for us? I'm telling them right now. The other dispatcher is getting on the radio.
Every second counts in an emergency. If you identify your location when calling 911, help can be sent quicker. Help 911 help you know your location. An important message from your local 911 office and Washington State Emergency Management.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it.
I know. Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
They were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
And it is a final in the mini-dome. The Clover Park Warriors come into the Shelton. Knock off the Highclimbers by a score of 60-51. They do it by committee. It's a pretty balanced scoring. You have 4 players in double digits, led by Dakari Jefferson's 14 points. Davian Harris-Williams ended up with 13. He's hit 3 threes, and the rest from the free throw line. 11 apiece for Jeremiah Morris and Samaj Booker. 7 for Deontay Jackson. 2 points for Chris Perry. That rounds out the scoring. Highclimbers were led again by Kyle Kimball. He had 15 points. Drew Cruz with 13. 9 for Ty Fisher. He hit a couple, I had 1-3. 8 points for Tyler Geraldis. 5 for Kevin Scott and a point for Travis Colbinson. The Highclimbers dropped to 5-4 on the season. The Warriors improved to 6-2. And they're a force, I think, in their league there at the South Puget Sound 2A. Our next webcast will be Tuesday as the Shelton girls host Hoquiam in the Mini Dome. Boys, by the way, are traveling to the harbor area, take on the Grizzlies there. Try to pick up another win before the New Year. So at the final here, again, Clover Park 60, Shelton 51. This is MasonWebTV.com and HookNow Communications HCC.net. Thanks for joining us.